we are back for some more search. This time, I'm just gonna put up the website right now so I can know that it is the perfect time for this. And as soon as it loads, cycle.com, and it is the perfect time. Alright, just wanted to clarify that. The website. Thank you, website. You are the cool website that everybody should look up. I guess if they want the website. Okay, so ignoring me now. So as soon as I can figure out how to get my items back, or at least my EXP share, I can't do anything right now, so I can't grind or anything for my Agron and my Agron and my Houndour. So I'm going to tell you the rarities of these wonderful Pokemon that both these two Pokemon I'm going to get. So we're going to check them out. Also, I'm going to have to move it so I can see all the Pokemon. That it? Yeah, that's it. Alright. So I got the list beside me, so once we get to the cave, I'll tell you guys the rarities. Alright, so how is your guys' day today? My day was a little bit tiring. I did some Mass Effect 3. Lucian Ball taught me a little bit of things. Surprisingly, but still. He taught me the best way of using my N7 Demolisher, and if you would like to see his skills, let me know. He won't be talking though because he doesn't really want his voice on my channel just yet. Well, just yet. So he might talk a little bit later on when we get at least, well, when my channel gets at least a little bit more up there. He might start talking, so I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Well, I'll talk to him. All right. I'll see if he wants to at least talk. This is where you need to go for the epic Pokemon retribution, and I shouldn't use you. I should use you because the highest one I want is near the lowest. Oh. So I'm going to tell you the rarities and what level you'll find them at. And I'll start by the lowest. The lowest are Zubat, Zigzagoon, Houndour at rarity. Well, not Pineco. Houndour and Zigzagoon are at an 8% chance of finding. Well, as you can see, I found a Zigzagoon. It has an 8% chance, and its level spawning rate is at 5 to 16. Now, Zubat, on this case, because we see it, its rate is 45%, so you'll always find a Zubat no matter what, probably. And it's the same level range, 5 to 16, so it's not really that much different. Next is Duskull. Oh, I thought that said Dusknoll, and I was like, oh, whoops. I was going to say Duskull, and it said Dusknoll. But Duskull, its percentage is 6.5, so it's just like Stantler. Although it seems like it's more rare. And they can't really hurt each other with their base attack, so they're going to have to go with a different type. But still. I'm still getting lag. I think it's because the video is saving. It's for my Skyrim video, so be happy about that. You better be. No, I'm joking. So, and the next still on the list is, I believe, Absol, and that's it. At a rarity of 0.5. So we're not going to see it for a while now. And here's the best part about it. It spawns at a level between 18 to 25. And I believe it shouldn't know anything that will get it away from me. Hold on a second. need to be very clear on this. I just want to check. So let me check. Yeah, I got a brand new bag on. Because apparently if you go to the daycare center and you breed a Pokemon, the Pokemon other than Ditto's gender is the same, so I got really angry about that. So yeah. What was it called? Absol. Let me just double check. I know I can learn like Razor Wind or something like that. So I'm a little bit confused if it can learn Whirlwind. So let's see. Continuing to this website because I doubt it's very dangerous. Alright, so let's see here. It doesn't learn anything that can actually just leave, so leave battle, so it won't actually be able to leave. A 2-turn attack, yeah, so it has, so Razor Wind's a 2-turn attack, it winds up for the first turn and then it just attacks. So we got Houndour. It doesn't matter what gender it is, as long as I catch it, because that is a part of the search is Houndour and Absol. So, as I said, Houndour has an 8% chance of being found, and I don't know what percentage it is to be caught, but I don't care. Ultra Ball all the way. Next is Snubble. At another 8% chance. Well, I think everybody at this point is at 8% chance, but I'll still say 8% chance. That way you guys can know that. Its level rating is between 18 to 26, so it's good in that sort of sense. Alright, next on the list is Shuppet and Apom. Both are an 8% chance of being found, so same as the others, and their level is between 18 to 28. And as Cycle 7, because this is Cycle 6, so after this is Cycle 7. So after this, Sapineco's the same. It's still 8% chance of being found, and its level rating is 19 to 29. So either way, it's still pretty good. The reason why I want Absol is because at some point, Absol is going to be like a real badass in Pokemmo or something like that, or in Generation 6. Then you incorporate that into Pokemmo, it's going to be like a badass, and then like everybody's going to go like in here for Cycle 6. They're going to try and get one. So I'd rather get one right now before I get it. Plus, it's a pretty rare Pokemon to catch too. I remember in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, it was like really hard to catch. You'd throw like Ultra Balls and it wouldn't be caught, no matter if it was paralyzed and it was at really low health. You couldn't catch it. Even at level like, I think it was like 26 or 27 you could find it at. So it was a pretty decent level though, and it was really hard to catch. I think you had like a 3% catch rate or something like that. Like it's really, really small, but you can still catch it. Alright. So that narrows it down. Well, now that we don't need Houndour anymore, we can kick that off the list. Go away. But if you don't know how Bagon's evolutional types go, recoil damage is such a good ability. I like that ability. It's like the best ability in the world. So here's how Bagon's evolutional tree goes. Then I'll tell you what Agron's is and how Houndour's goes. So Absol doesn't have an evolutional form, so I doubt I have to go through the evolutional tree. So Bagon's evolutional tree goes like this. When Bagon reaches level 30, it will evolve into a Shelgon. Now, Shelgon's a pretty good Pokemon as well, so don't go hating it. Shelgon's pretty good. It won a lot of contests in my Ruby play on my friend's channel, so it's pretty fun. I didn't rename it or anything, I just kept it as Shelgon, and apparently a lot of people liked the name. And I always put it in beauty contests too, so it was pretty funny. Shelgon's apparently a very beautiful name. I don't know why, but it's a very beautiful name. Also, my Skyrim is now broken. I don't know why, but it's broken. I put like 3 new mods in and it broke. So now I'm waiting for it to buff out. You know what? Even though Duskall is not even in there, I'm gonna catch it just in case they add Dusknoir into the game. I'd like to have a Dusknoir. I'm gonna catch a Duskall, whatever. Plus, Duskall is a pretty good Pokemon for standard reasons. And back to Bagon's evolutional tree. When Shelgon reaches to level 50, it'll evolve into a Salamence, which is actually a really great Pokemon. I advise a lot of people to get it. It's really good. It has a really good move pool, too, and it has a lot of resources, too. Well, a lot of resources to actually be the best, so it's pretty good. I say top notch. And now it is time for Agron's. Also, the only weakness that Salamence has, or the only 2 weaknesses it has, is Ice and Dragon. So either way, it's pretty good. But what can't hurt it a lot of damage, though, is Fire. Actually, that's actually Bagon's, not the Salamence's. So let me just click Salamence's. Sorry, I'm reading from Bagon's point of view, not Salamence's. So Salamence's. Normal only has a normal damage. So I'll say what has the less damage and what has more damage. So ground is not going to be good enough because Salamence is a dragon and flying, so ground's not going to cut it. Next is fire, water. Oh no, wait, grass is next with a 0.25% attack, so it's not great. Next, now let me just read what this website says. Okay, so fire, water, fighting, bug, and that's it. I don't know why I keep on doing that, but I do it just in case I missed one. I'll have a 0. You're a little bit too late to find a Bagon. Have a half damage boost to it, so it's not really the best. Don't really go with those to face the Salamence. Next is normal, electricity, poison, flying, psychic, ghost, dark, and steel. They all have normal attack, so they're not going to be super effective. They're just in the middle. They do the same, they just do a moderate damage. So they're not really the best. Next, though, is rock and dragon. They both have a 2 times on them. So it does 2 times the damage. Or 2 times the base attack. And by base attack, I mean if I use confusion on a Zubat, confusion does twice the amount of damage it would have actually done if Zubat was just a flying type. So that's what I mean by this. And the last is ice, which has a 4 times, which is actually pretty terrible because if you go if you face Lorelei, Salamence can actually be really good because I think I faced, what was the ice in the 3rd generation? I don't remember, but I did beat her so many times with Salamence, and a lot of ice moves did hit, like Hail, Ice Beam, and I think Blizzard at one point hit. And my Salamence was just staying up, and it wasn't 100 at this time. I think it was like 83 or something like that. But all her Pokemon are level 50, so I think that kind of did a little bit. Didn't, well, it doesn't really sound like it did much, but still. Another Zubat I don't care about. Alright, so let's see. Agron's evolutional tree. I've looked at it, it's pretty good, but still, it's just for you guys, so that way you guys know the evolutional tree. I don't know if if you can change it in this, but I don't think so. But in this case, Agron will evolve into Larion at level 32. Now, Larion's a pretty good defensive Pokemon, so you might want to keep that. But when it's a Larion and you get to level 42, it'll evolve into an Agron. Now, all of them are the same type, so even if I look at the weaknesses of Agron, it'll still be the same for all of them. So let me just read the weaknesses, if it is possible. For where this website is telling me, it won't show me the weaknesses. So let me just go on Agron, and I'll tell you the weaknesses, if it has it. And it doesn't. Are you kidding me? Okay, show content. Maybe that's why it won't work. Maybe that'll tell me the weaknesses. No, it won't. Yay. I don't know its weaknesses. I know fighting's like the biggest one because it can be really damageable. I know ice is super effective, which is really weird, but still. And now, here is the last one that you guys probably want to know about, or at least I'm going to tell you about. The next one is Houndour. Now, I love Houndoom. Houndoom's like my favorite dog Pokemon in the Pokemon thing. I don't know, Pokemon universe, whatever you want to call it. He's just cool in my opinion. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you when he evolves at. He evolves at level 24. Pretty low, I know, but he's a really good Pokemon. Now, I'm going to go by the lowest, and I'm actually going to read it this time, so that I can tell you guys what the weakness is and what you should try and get your Houndoom or Houndour to avoid. Alright, so, what you can be great against is Psychic, because Dark is super effective against Psychic, but Psychic can never hit Dark, so you might want to base it so when you're facing a Psychic gym, Houndoom's your man, or your dog in this case, I don't care. Alright, so next, well, the next off the damage taken list, or whatever this thing wants to call them: Fire, Grass, Ice, Ghost, Dark, and Steel. Just double checking right now. Okay. They all have a half chance of, well, they have a chance of doing half the normal damage that they're supposed to do. So let's say Butterfree's facing a Psychic type. Confusion's power in this case will only be, I don't know if this is how it's supposed to go, but this is how I'm thinking of it. The power of Confusion is 50 right now. So if it's facing against a Psychic or anything that I don't think can negate it, or whatever, I don't care. Thinking of Yuga right now. It'll power be like 25, so it's not going to be pretty good, but it's still going to be a nice touch. So yeah. And next is on the damage taken list on this website: Normal, Electric, Poison, Flying, Bug. I don't know why. It seems kind of odd because, oh wait, yeah, now I know, because super effective against Dark, but it's not super effective against Fire. Got it. And Dragon do normal damage. So whatever the power is, or whatever it is, I don't know how you're supposed to calculate that, but I'm doing it by my head. So if it's different, don't correct me. it's still gonna be the way I think. So don't even try. Next, water, fighting, ground, and rock are super effective against it. They'll do 2 times the damage. Now, I don't know what you should base off of that. I don't know what's super effective against rock and ground that a Houndoom can learn. Water, I'm still stumped about that. Fighting, can it learn aerial ace? If you can learn aerial ace, you can pretty much cut one off the list. Let's see here. Doesn't look like it can learn it. No, so I'm pretty stumped on that myself. Oh, you can learn Dream Eater. So I guess that could kind of get in there. Is there any other things it can learn? Rest is a psychic move, but it won't affect it. Oh yeah, I can learn Shadow Ball, which is a pretty good move in my opinion. It's got a pretty decent attack to it too. Protect, no. Yeah. Oh, depending on your hidden power, that could actually help a lot. If your hidden power is a psychic, you can use hidden power. I guess, but I don't know. I'm not really good at this. Let's see here. It can learn Thunder Fang. That's really good. Thunder Fang's a good move. Now, is Fire Fang a good move? That's not the best. I'd say Flamethrower is your best bet. If you're going with that kind of sense. Flamethrower is your best bet. And I'm going by Houndour, not Houndoom, so let me actually read on Houndoom. So let me actually check it out. Houndoom should have the same weaknesses because it's the same thing. So it can learn Flamethrower at level 48, so that's a really good fighting. Or not fighting. I should stop talking. That's a really good fire type move. Really good. So let me see if it can learn Aerial Ace. I'm not seeing it able to learn Aerial Ace, so I guess it can't learn Aerial Ace. It can still learn Dream Eater. I don't think that counts, but still. It can learn Rock Smash. Can it learn any other fighting type moves? Or is Rock Smash the only thing? Rock Smash is the only thing. Rock Smash isn't really the best move, but it's decent. It's not the best move in the world. Ooh, that's a nasty attack. Spite's a nasty attack. Like, I can see how a lot of people can get annoyed at that. Spite? Because basically what it does is it cuts your power points by 4. How many power points does it have? 15, so you can use it like on almost like a pretty good amount too. I'm also thinking of if you use a PowerPoint Max or just PowerPoint ups. That's actually a pretty good one. I don't think Houndoom's overused. I think that's what overused means. That's what I think it means. I'm not saying that's what it means. Now, according to this website, there was an updated version on Agron. I'm gonna search it so that if it does have the weakness. If it does, that's great because then I don't have to keep on thinking of it. There we go. So it has the weaknesses now. So I get to tell you guys the Agron weaknesses now. So the ones that do the lowest amount of damage. Normal flying. They do about a quarter damage. So not the best, but still you get that damage through. So in case it's like a little bit of health left, you can take it down pretty quick too. I don't think there's a flying type move that hits first. I know there's a normal move, quick, like two quick attack and extreme speed. I don't know if there's a flying one though.